with using my Farsali Unicorn Essence Primer. I'm just going to take a little bit and I kind of just rub it into my skin until it becomes kind of sticky-ish. And then I kind of know it's ready to apply foundation too. For my foundation, I use the Fenty Beauty. It is in the color and the number 320. I'm going to apply a little bit to my foundation brush. It's the Pro Liquid Foundation from Sephora. It's number 63. Just like that. So, one drop. And you want to always get your neck because it's all supposed to blend in equally to your neck. I like to get above my eyelids as well to make sure all the color goes out evenly. Alright, so after that, I am going to start contouring. So I'm using Sephora's number 13. It's in caramel. I like to use a sponge for this. I'm going to use the KatVonD LockIt primer, setting spray, and just going to make my sponge a little moist so my concealer can go on well. You want to make sure you get as close to your under eye as you can. Make sure you get away any dark circles or any bagginess. Alright, so next I'm going to use my Too Faced. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It's in medium. It's the matte bronzer brush that is for contouring. It's called the Pro Contour Sweep. It's from Sephora. It's in number 97 and it kind of looks like that and it's very useful. So I'm going to go from right here where you see this and I'm going to go down my face and go up a little. You want to kind of create like an M shape, so you start from the top and you go M in, and then you want to go out and you want to go under your chin. So I'm creating a cheekbone when I don't have like prominent cheekbones. To this side, you can see that on the side you don't right now, so I'm going to go to the other side. Now for the nose, I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to go right down the side of my nose. See how I completely straighten that side out? I'm going to do the same to this side. And I've got that side done too. So you get all the way to the top. Alright. Next I'm going to go in with my baked setting powder. It's called Baking. It's the KatVonD LockIt Brightening Powder in Peach. I just tip it over a little bit, and I get a little bit of time on the sponge, and I go right under my eye. Everywhere I did use my concealer. And across, I'm going to go right down the middle of my nose, go across my forehead, across the bottom of my jawline, and the middle of my chin. Alright, so as that sets on my face, I'm going to start my eyeshadow. Use my Huda Beauty. It's the Warm Brown Obsession palette. I have bought all 4 palettes and I absolutely love them. They're very, very, very nice. So when I start, I'm going to use my Sephora brush. It has been used a little bit. It's my Sephora brush. It's the eyeshadow brush. It does not have a number on it, but it looks like this. It's my blending brush. So I'm going to start with the color down here and just taking a little bit on my tip and going across my eyelid. Now I'm going to take, I don't know if these are very red, I'm going to take the purplish plum color. Just going to take a little bit of it because it is highly pigmented. I'm going to go across my crease. Just blend all that in. So, see that real soft color on this side. I'm going to copy the same thing on the other side. Alright, now I'm going to take the brownish purple right here, and I'm going to take a little bit of it, a very slight bit, and knock off a little bit of excess, and still go at the very edge of my eye, in the corners. So I did a darker look on this eye, and I'm going to go to the other one. Okay, so now I want to take the real light color right here, and I'm just going to set it on my eyelid just to lighten that area up so I can use another color there. Now when I do this, I do go back with whatever dark color I used and I add it all on the outside of my eye. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a little bit and blend all that into the edge of my eye. So the light and the dark all blend in very well. So I'm going to take the gold that's in between. I'm going to get a good bit of it. You can see that on here. It's very pigmented. All her colors are very pigmented, which is amazing. I'm just going to set it all on my eyelid. I think this one has a very, it has a slight metallic finish to it. You can see that it is a very metallic gold. Okay, now I'm going to get the other eye. Now I'm going to take the light color again and just get a little bit of it and just dab it on the inner corners of my eye to give it a real light look. Okay. So I kind of lightened up the inner corners of my eye. I have the KatVonD, the Shade Light brush. It doesn't really have a number, but it has like a pointed tip on one end. I have makeup for my face. It has a pointed tip on one end, and then it has like a very blendy side on one end, so I'm going to use the pointed side. I'm going to use the darkest color I used, and get a little bit of it and go right under the corners of my eye underneath my waterline. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, now I'm going to take a little bit of the gold, a very little bit of the gold, and just set it on the middle of underneath my waterline. I want to take some of the very light color that I use, the very light one right here, and do that on the inside corner of the waterline underneath. I'm going to take my KatVonD Shade Light brush in the contour brush, and it has a pointed end. Just blow off my brush. It has a pointed end, and then it has an angled end. I want to take the angled side and just kind of go through my face and take away any excess powder on my face. I pinch it to get my nose. I just go straight down on my nose and just go up and about. So that just kind of sets everything in place on my face. I have Anastasia Beverly Hills Brown Brow Definer. One side has it has the eyebrow like the mascara brush. It's empty though. And the other side has a very fine tip to do eyeliner with. Kind of comb my eyebrows out to make sure there's no foundation in it or nothing else is in there. Kind of get it in the angle I want it. Use the other end and just shape my eyebrows how I want it. So that's what I did to my eyebrow. I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. I'm going to take the other end again and just kind of combing through one more time. I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the clear brow gel. This kind of just sets your eyebrows in place because we all know we have those little bits of hair that go everywhere. So I'm just going to take it and kind of just go across my eyebrows just to set the hairs in place. I'm going to get a little bit of this and I'm going to set it inside of my tray, very tip bit of it, and I'm going to go right under my eyebrow. You see that it lightens up right under your eyebrow. You always want to highlight your eyebrow. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me blush. It's in the shade Berry. I have a blush brush that I like to use. It's from Face Secrets. It's actually a bronzer brush, but I use it for blush because I feel like it does what I need it to. I'm just going to go upwards right above right here and kind of in a circular motion. Now I'm going to go and use my Makeup Forever. It's Professional Paris. It's the Pro Light Fusion highlighter. I have a brush that I bought. It's a MAC brush. I don't know the number of it. I've had it for a while. I'm just going to take some of this, rub it onto this. It looks, okay, can you see the color of that? And get some of that and just go upwards right on my, right on my cheekbones. Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to go upwards. For my waterline, I'm going to use the Sex Kitten from Tarte. It is in the jet black color. I love this. It is waterproof and it hasn't failed me yet, and it does not smudge either. So I put that on my waterline on this side, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I like to put my eyeliner in my waterline. I also like to put it underneath my upper eyelid. So you just kind of lift your eyelid and you go right under. So you can see the difference. I come and do it to the other side. I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner. It is waterproof and it's in jet black. Pretty vulgar. It's the Wing Master brush. It has the very fine tip on one side and the other side's for brows. So I'm going to get some of this eyeliner and I'm going to start from the inside. So I do real small strokes when I do this just to make sure I'm getting it right. I'm going to do the other side real quick. Alright, okay, so now I'm going to draw a wing. When you draw your wing, when I draw my wing, I like to go at the edge of my eyebrow. So wherever you're going, you would kind of go towards the edge of your eyebrow, wherever your eyebrow ends. Sometimes, because now we can change how our eyebrow shapes are, you kind of, when you look straight forward, you want to just continue your bottom line. So wherever your eye shape is going towards, just continue wherever it's going. So I made a very flat tip for myself to use. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see this. I'm going to go right under where my eye is. So my eye goes in, and I have a very almond shaped eye. So I'm going to go right underneath my eye, and I'm going to continue the line wherever it goes. I'm going to stop it right there. So I continued wherever the shape is. Now I'm going to start halfway through wherever my line is. I'm not going to start at the end. I'm going to start at the very middle and go and create like a little triangle. Just connect everything from where I started earlier. Okay. So created a wing on one side. Now I'm going to do the wing on the other side. Okay, so both sides match equally. You see how the eyeliner ended up in the shape for my eyes. That's how we make sure it's for your eyes. Again, I'm going to use the KatVonD LockIt spray and let that dry up a little bit. Okay, this gives it a very dewy look for your skin. So if you don't want like a very mattified look and you want more of like a dewy look, adding spray really does help. If you want to keep a mattified look, I would keep, I wouldn't really use the spray. You could just get away with using a translucent setting powder to keep just a mattified look. I'm going to use my Tarte mascara. I do not know what it's called because it's worn off of it, but it has like a very scaly look to it. Now I'm going to do one more coat, but I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown mascara. It is in Smoky Eye. It comes in a silver container. It's just to kind of bring more definition into my eyelashes since I'm not using the fake ones. So last thing last, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty lip matte lipstick. It's a liquid matte lipstick. It's in the color Trophy Wife.